back up, put my shoulder behind yours, and then now I feel like I'm
Oh my
trying to steal the fucking camera. Hey guys, I just wanted to put myself in front of Tony because this is my house. This is where I live. Yeah.
Welcome to my house. You were like giving me all the cue words for songs, my brother. What up, fam?
There you go. That's how we start shows.
I'm Tony.
I'm Taj. I'm gonna have to cut the beginning of that shit. Maybe use it for bloopers. Maybe we'll get a better one. But we're gonna talk about, first off, Tony switching up her regime. So you say that word. Oh, and I gotta turn that down. But we're talking about Tony's new style on what she's doing for her workouts. What does that look like?
Okay, so I typically, and I've been doing this for years. Since 2016, I've been doing a very similar split. When I first started my fitness journey, I was doing, I think, arms one day, and then back the other day. Yeah. Right. Your normal body split. And then my workout partner and I switched it up during the pandemic to back and buys, so combining different body parts, chest and tries.
Or are you talking about Nate?
Nate.
Okay.
We say his name like every episode.
I know.
Like,
stop hanging out with him. We won't talk about him so much.
So I knew that I was going to be traveling a lot this year. So it honestly happened because I knew that I was going to be going away and I wanted to try something different. So I started to do full body workouts and I have been loving it. It's something about doing a split where you feel kind of restricted. Sometimes I can be, for example, doing a day of back and buys, but want to get some legs in. But I'm like, no, you're focusing on back and buys. You got to focus on that. And with full body, I don't tax any certain part of my body too much. And I'm able to do that body part work that body part every single day. So it's been really nice. Today I did bench pressing, 135, 2 reps.
Let it be known.
By myself.
Let it be known.
I'm scared to go more reps than that by myself though.
Okay, what's your incline press? This is irrelevant.
My incline press sucks, bro.
What's your incline?
It's only like, I'm gonna say like 75. It's really bad.
Do you ever do like, you know what a snatch is, right? You know what a snatch is, yeah. Do you ever do an overhead press, like standing overhead press with like a 35-pound bar?
My overhead press is, it's about 75 too.
So if you do
so like just 20 on each side. Like I won't go over 20 because I'm usually by myself in the gym. That's
okay. Yeah. So I wouldn't even say more weight in this situation, since you can already do like a weight that is close to your incline press. What you could do is do like the lower weight standing overhead press with a bar, and like use your the heel hop, the butt hop, momentum up from that. And then sit yourself down and do your incline press with the 75 that you do normally, and see if it feels any if it requires less thought. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because once you're like activated everywhere on the idea of doing your yay arms and Yeah.
I also injured myself. I think it was on the incline. I injured myself because it's easy to hyperextend and just like your range of motion just
you let that slap.
I still have more to go, and you just like go. And when I tell you, I felt a tinge. This was 2 years ago. I felt a tinge, and I don't play about my body. I like being strong, and I like being strong and healthy. So when I felt that tinge, when I tell you, I backed off. It was deload. Like 2 months of deloading. Like whenever it was shoulder day, I was like, nope, give me a good old 2.5, give me a good old 5-pound dumbbell. I was not playing.
Yeah.
But back to full body, I've been really, really loving it. I'm only going to do it for about a month. But we'll see. I may continue it for longer. It's been great. Oh yeah, to finish. I did bench pressing, did pull-ups. I did
it's a nice combo.
Shoulder press, strict shoulder press. And I did underhand rows. I love the underhand grip. It just helps me to, target my back a bit better. I'm thinking about elbows going back. Yeah.
Good for the shoulder blades, good for the biceps. The biceps get to help. And also you get to pull, like Tony's saying, the elbow going behind your body requires your shoulder blades to, fold towards your spine.
Yeah.
So there are all those little tiny muscles you see on like a bodybuilder, where it kind of looks like just like a jumble of crisscross on their back.
Yeah.
That's what that's about. It's just your shoulder blades retracting and rotating and shit like that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's how. If you look at a Caribbean's back, it's just I'm joking.
I know, you so stupid. No. He didn't mean that.
That's how we throw it back so hard. Nah, it's just, that's not true. That's not true.
That is too funny.
Imagine though.
That was a good one.
Islanders just have that muscular back. That's how they dance so aggressive.
No, but it's all in the hips. And then after you got the hips down, honey, them shoulders.
You know what's messed up? It's like, it's not even like a bad stereotype to have. It's like, oh, you guys can dance. It's not, you don't really want any stereotypes on you, but this shit's accurate. This shit's accurate.
Yo, you dance?
I had to take a second to just let you get some air after asking that ridiculous ass question. You remember when I first met you, like 2 separate times? I asked you if you dance because I was looking for people to dance with, so I wanted to do choreo and shit.
No, I don't.
At our workplace, and you were like, "What? What do I look like at dance?" And I was like,
"Wow."
No, not rude.
That was my reaction.
No, not rude. You were just like, because I had asked you twice.
But that helped me remember. Because that's something I would say.
Yeah, I asked you twice, and then the second time I was like, why do I look like I dance? And then I was like, you just look like. I remember people at WCC, and you remind me of like the people who dance in WCC. That is so
funny.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a long time ago, yo.
Yeah, a couple of years, right?
Yo.
Fuck, a couple of years.
Yeah. That was a really long time ago.
Have you guys ever seen me make those eyes? That's me hearing time scream right by my ears. That's me hearing time. That's what that was.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What type of dancing do you like to do?
I do a bunch. Obviously hip hop. I crump.
You crump?
Yeah. I get dirty with that shit too.
What?
I can do like lighter stuff, like simple shit that you see on like Broadway, just on beat.
Like modern.
They call it jazz. They call it exactly.
Yeah.
Modern is pretty. Modern is literally just do like we say that this is the step, and now we all do this step. Modern really is like do what we say is the choreo, and that's the choreo.
It's similar to contemporary style dance.
Exactly. So I wouldn't do it. So that's where I would start to give you like my borders. Like I can't do ballet. Contemporary would be like, because contemporary has stricter rules than modern.
Mm-hmm.
I freestyle very well. That's my mainstay, and then I would say, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I can do some kind of like European stuff sometimes.
Wow. How talented are you? Shout out to my friend Hasim, or colleague from high school, Hasim Bivens. He was featured as a krump dancer in the new In the Heights movie that came out maybe 3 weeks ago.
Respect for them to do that, because people kind of like forgot that krump was a thing.
You remember that movie?
Yeah.
What movie? What was it called?
Well, I forget. I forget what it was called, but wasn't it just krump? The first one that they made, that was like the documentary about it.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about? Step Up in them movies?
Nah, bruh. But yeah, shout out to Step Up. I did like that.
What are you talking about then?
There was a movie just dedicated to krump dancing.
Yeah, there was a documentary movie. I don't know about another one.
It was called Just Krump? I don't remember. That doesn't sound
I know
familiar.
if you krump stand up is
Rise.
Rise was like the documentary, like, hey guys, this is this thing in the world called krump.
Yes.
Yeah.
I learned a lot, and it's on Netflix. Hey guys, it's Tony, the creator of the My Life Matters project. We aim to amplify Black voices through stories and shared experiences in hopes of bridging the gap between BIPOC and non-BIPOC. Therefore, if you're interested in sharing your story, head to the My Life Matters project on Instagram, or hit me up at the My Life Matters project @gmail.com.
There is a Netflix show I just started getting into called Giri Haji, which is Duty and Shame. I had to remember the order of that.
Okay.
They say it right on the Netflix thing. I'm not translating the shit in my head. But it's called Duty and Shame. It's called Giri Haji on Netflix. GIRIHAJI, and a cop whose brother is in the Yakuza. So a cop whose brother is a mafia member is entangled in that mafia member's consequences. The mafia tells the cop to go find his brother, who's in London for some reason, killing other and shit like that. So he has to go to London to find his brother to bring him back to Japan. And there is a lot of but the rule of the law says this. And, you know, we have a bunch of, like, we're going to talk about later. Okay. We have a bunch of people who want to follow the rules. Yeah. And a bunch of people who won't let rules following be a thing that you can do.
Better connect stuff.
So my point is, pretty good show. I'm not going to say it's the same thing as Rise, but it's a pretty good show for, if we're going to talk about some fucked up shit that happened in the world recently.
Is it anime?
No, it's a show. It's just a regular show. It's like an hour long. It's an hour long detective kind of show.
Is it American?
It's Netflix. I think it's like a British team or show that has Japanese actors and Japanese sets. Okay, they're in Japan. Yeah. They're in Tokyo. They're in Japan for some of the shots.
Definitely down to watch that.
But yeah, it's like an hour long show. It's pretty dark. It's nice. It's good if you want like a Game of Thrones-esque, you know, like if you want like an hour long show to fill your day. It's one of those. And it's related to just people who don't really kind of like to fuck with the rules, sort of having their say in the storyline. And then there is a character who is just trying to fucking live, basically. He's just trying to live by a set of rules, and the story's not letting him. I mention this because I think a good quality to want to live by rules you agree to, right? And attempting to do that, and attempting it earnestly, honestly. I don't really see a reality wherein that's going to be 100% possible all the time, right? I personally don't think that you're always going to be able to get the best life out of always following all of the rules. I do not think so. I think the character in the show is going to end up realizing that. And we're going to talk about Shikari.
Abolish the prison system because no one's perfect.
Yes. She is a person who wanted to smoke. Probably a J. Maybe she was smoking a bong. Maybe a blunt.
Well, whatever she was smoking. She got tested and it was found in her system.
She didn't want to bother you. She didn't want to cheat at her sport. She probably had some aches in her hip or her shoulders.
No, that's not what she said.
What'd she say?
She said the reason why she smoked is because she was really stressed and depressed about her mother's death that she had found out while she was at the Olympic trials. I get it. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I get it. When I first heard it, my initial reaction, I'll be completely honest, was no. Oh my God, this is stupid. So I think the rule itself is dumb. I think that weed is so widely used that you can't, and also weed is something that kind of prohibits you from exercising to your full capacity. So she's like on weed or smoking weed and still beating people on the field, right? So I was initially very upset that she wouldn't be able to compete in the 100 meter, which is her well-known, what is it called? Not meet, but race.
Race, okay.
But I understand that even though the rules themselves are very antiquated, they're still rules. So she should not be allowed to compete. If the rules state that you aren't supposed to have any drugs found in your system, and then you have drugs found in your system, then you have to take that 30 days off. And it sucks. Like, I was rooting for her. I am rooting for her because I think she's going to be competing in the 400 meter.
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to allow.
She's going to compete.
I do not know.
But it's not going to be the 100 meter. So I'm really sad, like really disappointed. She's a Black woman who is very confident, and I am inspired by her confidence, by her ability to do what she does. So I'm really sad, but I just know that this is not the best that we'll see from her. I know that she'll probably be back in 4 years, and yeah, I'm looking forward. She's super young. I'm looking forward to all that she has to offer.
I like that response. This would be, if anybody out here plays Dungeons and Dragons or some other nerdy shit, you know what I mean when I say lawful good. And that was a very lawful good response. That was exactly what it sounds like. You kind of like, you know, the rules are there and you would like to do good with the rules.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I don't like the rules, but they're there.
I'm chaotic good, where I'm like, yo, that's bullshit. Undo it, because that shit doesn't make any fucking sense.
What did you say when I texted you yesterday?
About what?
I was like, oh, we should talk about Shikari. What did you say?
And I said, oh yeah, it was full of misogynoir. Yeah, man, I don't know. We've had individuals win gold medals for triathlons where they were roided up year after year after year after year, which means someone caught them one of their earlier years and let them get 2 more in. You know what I mean? The rules get applied so harshly in certain directions. And my point is still, she wasn't beating the competition because she was smoking so much weed. It's not what was happening. She wasn't taking a performance-enhancing drug to defeat her enemies in an unfair manner. It's not what was happening. She wasn't even like, oh, my back, I got a kink in my neck, let me smoke it, as you just educated me on. It was her family loss.
I'm so glad that you said performance enhancer. Weed is the opposite of a performance enhancer. I don't know a lot about weed, so I'm gonna defer to Tajizzle over here, because I know that sometimes you use weed to help you concentrate or to help you focus, even before you work out. Do you feel like it enhances your performance? I'm
gonna hey guys.
Because maybe I don't know.
No, but hey guys, hey, Tony's not really off about this right now, but you just understand. I smoke weed before all the time. I smoke the weed during the workout if it's possible. If it's possible, I smoke during my workouts. Do I feel like it's an enhancer? Do I feel like I got stronger or faster because of it? No. Do I feel more willing to work out? Yes. Do I feel better after the workout? Yes. Do I feel more willing to stretch after the workout or before the workout? Yes. So all the things that actually would set you up or take you out of the achy parts of working out, the preamble and the post, that part, psychologically, more approachable, right? So if I'm doing the repair work regularly around my workout, I should feel better about working out in general. But like you're saying, it's not making me run faster. It's not making me jump higher. It's not making me lift up any more weight that I can normally lift up. I just feel better about going into it. That's it.
And that's what a lot of athletes were getting at. You know, you had a lot of folks, for example, Dwayne Wade, some other folks in the basketball arena. I honestly, I don't like how whenever they say something, people immediately invalidate their words. Their opinions are valid.
Yeah.
So when you have this backing and this support from other athletes, saying stuff like this is BS, you know, then it definitely makes you stop and listen. So I agree that it is BS, but it's still in place.
That's why I mentioned the Giri Haji thing before, because the rules are in place. You know, some people are just trying to live by the rules. And then a good example of the counter to that, of why it's maybe more harmful. Like even in the case of Shikari, athlete knew the rules, broke the rules. She knew the rules and she broke the rules, right? So we have a response that happens against her. Similarly, the lawyers who litigated against, or I guess the second rendition of lawyers who litigated against Bill Cosby, knew the rules, I guess broke the rules.
Before we talk about Bill, though,
yeah,
I think it's important to talk about the folks who are really coming at Shikari really hard without any empathy to what she's going through. It's a real mental health issue, right? You lose a parent and you have to perform.
And her response wasn't to drink a bunch of alcohol, get naked, strip in a fountain in front of people. She didn't throw anything at nobody, nothing like that.
No, but it's, you know, when you're on Instagram, you have a lot of folks. Instagram is a free for all, similar to Facebook. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. And unfortunately, you have folks who have no compassion for what she's going through. So let's forget the fact that she smoked, because you have a lot of people who are like, well, good for her. You know, she shouldn't be competing anyway. Rules. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm very hurt. And I have compassion for what she's going through. So really make sure before you judge her, understand that she was very vocal about why she did this. Unfortunately, she has her information out for the world to see. So it's not like she can even grieve by herself. She has to grieve with everyone watching her every move.
Which means she has to put on a face.
And that's not good, guys.
No.
That's not okay.
No.
Not okay. And these same people are probably the ones who are like, mental health matters, mental
Oh,
health matters.
yeah.
People
I do that personal
in different
day.
ways.
Yeah, that whole shit. But if it's your celebrity that you like, you need them to be the exact, like, you need to be a Barbie doll. Because I saw you as a Barbie doll the first time I ever saw you, so you should be a Barbie doll right now.
Unfair expectations
I feel
gotta
like we've
go.
talked about this before. I feel like we talked about this exact thing in the past before, where people projecting their image on you. Boy,
it's not okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's where the internet finds itself, is those little trolls. Damn.
Yeah, they stand out too. Those comments are at the top of some of these
Like
posts,
the first one,
because they get so many likes. So it's not even the folks who are doing the bullying.
Yeah.
No compassion, no empathy. It's the folks who are sitting here liking it, which means that you also have no compassion and no empathy.
When worse, you're just waiting for somebody to say it. You're literally like, you want it bad enough, but you're not even an upfront enough asshole about your assholeness that you're willing to say it yourself. You're just looking for somebody else to do it. Like, yeah, that's right, fuck her.
Why are we shaming folks?
Why are we jumping on wagons of shaming folks that, again, her actual crime was depression. Her trying to fight depression and having to go to work the next day. You hear that?
Yeah.
So, like, again, she didn't drink a bunch of alcohol, get drunk, and fuck up someone's day. She wasn't throwing shit at nobody. She wasn't threatening anybody. She didn't yell at anyone. She didn't type an aggressive message to somebody.
She was still smiling, doing interviews.
She went to work. She didn't go, fuck it, we'll do it live on camera in front of people after berating them. None of that shit that people, like, get to have a day job afterwards for. That they don't get fired for. Because she was sad for a very normal reason to be sad. I'm sorry that you have that reason to be sad, Shikari. You're never going to see this shit, but, you know, like, guys, it's just a dumb response, I feel like. And to that point, like I was saying about Bill Cosby, I understand that the rule is there, but there are some times when, like, we know, because Bill Cosby himself said, and this is what gets me, he himself admitted that he drugged and raped more than one human being.
That's why it's bullshit.
I know, but this is the rules say, because of how the lawyers handle it, he gets to walk. And my point is, chaotic good over here, fuck that shit, because it's hurting people. The rules might say it's allowed, but it's hurting people. It does hurt people. Because he did hurt people.
He hurt people.
He didn't just smoke a little J because he was sad one day. He drugged people and molested their bodies.
I am so pissed. Someone shared with me a video of Bill Cosby walking out of the courtroom and doing a little dance.
And having photos of people and shit.
Oh, snap.
The grossest. We're not going to spend long on it, but because he doesn't deserve a lot of air. But that shit is...
Once again, no compassion.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like...
These people are hurting and he's dancing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, guys, you got to remember what people actually did. You got to remember what people actually did when you're talking about, oh, well, what about these people? What about these? That's the whataboutism, right? And we got into, well, George Floyd did all of these different things. Yeah, but him getting choked wasn't the response to any of those things. And whenever they did happen, that wasn't the response to that. Bill Cosby giving you a show you liked does not mean that he gets to rape any amount of people, more than 0. He gets to rape 0 people because he did a show you like. You don't get to go, oh, well, let him out because he did a show I liked when I was a kid. So let him out.
That show has nothing to do with the man
Nothing to do with
the show.
Any fucking thing at all.
Let's just hold him accountable. That's it. I mean, I wonder whose talk show he's going to be invited to.
Everybody's. Monique's. Felicia Rashad going to have him in the fucking school.
Felicia Rashad disappointed.
Disappointments, ladies.
All of us.
Disappointments. Monique and Felicia Rashad back to back.
My God.
Super aggressive hard, like didn't expect that coming out.
So if you don't know, Felicia Rashad responded way too quickly on Twitter in support of Bill Cosby, saying something along the lines of justice being served.
Because he was
prevailed
released.
Today because he was released. I'm disappointed because she's a black woman. Even if she wasn't black, she's a woman. And
yeah, that part.
these women were the ones who were harmed.
Yeah.
And she still supports the man. And then, as I mentioned, she responded way too quickly, didn't even have time to breathe, didn't have time to process or analyze her feelings or think about the victims in this case, right? She was just in her support of her friend, and then decided to issue which was a bare bones wannabe apology, and said something along the lines of, "Oh, I feel, bad for anyone who has ever gone through domestic violence, or has been harmed in that way, sexual abuse." And I was like,
that's that bullshit company. We stand with marginalized communities.
She works at a school.
This month we're gonna put a flag up. That's that shit.
But she works at a college.
She's the dean of a college. She's the dean of a university.
She's the dean of a college, the performing arts college. And people look to the deans for guidance, right? What?
No, go ahead.
They look to deans for guidance. So what if I was someone who went to her school? It's Howard University, by the way. And these things happen in colleges all the time. Who could I run to? Who could I turn to? If my voice doesn't matter, if my truth does not matter, right? In her comment, her tweet, she said something about the truth, I believe. Can you search it up real quick?
She says, I fully support survivors of sexual assault coming forward. My post was in no way intended to be insensitive to their truth. Personally, I know from friends and family that such abuse has lifelong residual effects. My heartfelt wish is for healing.
If this isn't gaslighting in its fullest form, I don't know what the hell is. You have some folks who are probably reading this, some of the victims of Bill Cosby, reading this like, wait, did he really? But my truth wasn't, what? They stated their truth, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Because at this point, and I stand for her, or I stood for her, but I'm so not okay with this tweet, and it's still up, y'all. Which means that she truly believes what she said.
Yeah. Someone made the point very easily. If you personally know from friends and family how terrible this is, how would you support someone who does this? Vehemently support someone who does this.
Who admitted to doing it.
And not once. This wasn't like an accidental situation. This was a method. You get it? Like, he needed things to be a particular way for it to work for him. Did that repeatedly. And you're vehemently defending him and claiming that his release is justice. That's weird as fuck. That's weird as fuck.
Yeah, I'm really troubled by this.
That's very
because people look up to Felicia. Like I just mentioned earlier.
She's the dean of a fucking school.
Anytime Felicia pops up on TV or on Instagram or whatever, I'm like, yeah, she's so classy. She's such a classy woman. Love her. But damn, this is not something I would have expected from her. Goes back to our expectations, but you do have the platform, so you must hold yourself to a higher standard. You must think before you speak. You don't have the luxury of not thinking before you speak when you have so many young women like myself, so many impressionable young women like myself following your lead. Once again, at college, following your lead. How many folks who are probably not in support of Bill Cosby are probably in support of Bill Cosby because you decided to open your big mouth and say something stupid like, I support Bill Cosby.
I got a question for you, Tom.
What?
Do you expect her to be perfect?
I don't expect her to be perfect.
What do you expect in a situation like this from someone in her position?
I expect her to behave, or if she says something like that, I expect her to back it up. Because if she's saying that she stands with folks and supports their truth, then I expect that from her. I expect her to support the truth of the survivors of Bill Cosby's sexual assault. Because you're not supporting their truth, but you're saying that you support the truth of sexual assault survivors. That's what I expect from her. So you're setting the standard. You're setting the standard. You said that you're going to do this, but you didn't do it.
So just do what you say.
That's it.
So regular shit. The shit you expect from, like, even a kid who
from
says
you.
he's going to hand in homework. Yeah, exactly. You just expect them to do what they say they're going to do. That's just regular, guys. That's just regular. Like how you expect Sha'Carri to run or a race, you expect Simone Biles to flip a flip. You know what I'm saying? Or several more. You can expect a lot of things because you see them do it all the time. And they say that they like doing it, and they say that they're coming back tomorrow to do some more. So you expect them to do it tomorrow. Phylicia Rashad is the head of a facility of education. You expect that she has an understanding of how people can be educated by impression, right? She's a dean at a fucking school, y'all. She failed. She failed solidly. Justice system failed letting them out because I understand the rules say a certain thing, but the man admitted to drugging women repeatedly and raping them. She failed by backing him. Sorry. She failed by backing him.
Even his own wife was
everybody backing him. Failed. I'm gonna say it blank right now, y'all. All the black men, period, all of you. Fucking all of you.
All of us. You a black man.
Yeah, but all of you that think even remotely that somehow Bill Cosby not being in jail is something that's pro-black.
Oh,
even a little bit, like somehow, because they're black men, and I know who the fuck these black men are. They really ain't shit. So I'm saying that these are the ones that like.
Oh no.
We'll say that Kanye's doing a better job than Obama did. Those type of black men, like shit, like the guys. You can not like certain politics or whatever, but if you think rapists getting out of jail is good for black people, you don't. You're just doing the mental slavery thing of wanting black people to get raped and shit. Like, don't fucking talk to none of us no more. Don't do it. Don't do it no more. Yeah. Those are my 2 cents. Those are my restrained 2 cents.
Your restrained 2 cents?
I gave you a penny.
Yo, I'm so troubled.
Yeah, guys, it's unsettling is the word. It's unsettling. If you ever, I've seen this before too, but if you ever just see a black person kind of randomly just staring, maybe to the floor, out in the world, and then they just shake their head, and then they pick up and go about what they're doing, they were just thinking about some of this sad shit out here. They were just recalling this information, and they realized, like, damn, I can't change this right now. That's why they shake their head, and they get up, and they go about doing what they're doing. It's terrible, y'all. But, like, I think to our benefit, it's not like he's gonna be out in the streets.
I know, and I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to anyway.
Yeah, say it. I give you my full energy and support in saying that's what you're about to say.
Okay, Phylicia Rashad has a daughter around my age, and she is a beautiful, beautiful black female. What if she came to Phylicia with this? But it was Bill Cosby.
Oh, actually, Mom, also, then we
like
just support Bill. That's my yo.
That's why I didn't want to do that because it's not fair. But
that's really what it is. That's really what it is. What if it's your mom? What if it's your mom? It's the same situation as you've been hearing the whole time, but now your mom was one of the survivors, maybe not even a survivor. And then, what are your feelings about Bill? Are you happy he's out?
I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know.
I don't need to be anybody's mom. I'm not happy about him being out.
But as a friend mentioned, there are PR teams. Like, did she not run this by her PR team? Were they in agreement with her because she is the illustrious Phylicia Rashad? Like, what is going on with allowing that to hit the web? I mean, it shouldn't even be in her mind, this thought, but
You don't got a friend who has your best interests at heart who just be like, ooh,
it's just
Felicia.
so weird, man.
Fifi, hold up. Felicia, don't do that.
Bye, Felicia.
Miss Rashad, no.
But yeah, what do you feel about cancel culture though? Because
Yeah.
I used to be down with cancel culture because I'm like, we're all smart enough to know better. But then that's not fair, right?
No. No, but
what are your thoughts about Felicia? Because I don't have any yet.
I'm way harsher about like us knowing better. But I will say this about the cancel culture and whatnot. It just has the name cancel culture right now, but we've always ostracized people from society. We've always done that. That's why people have social anxiety. That's why people are worried about embarrassing themselves in front of other people because they're afraid that they're going to get ostracized. It's not a new thing. It just has a name now, a phrase that we use for it. But do I think there is a place in saying, hey, you guys are bad people to other people. Don't come near our people. Do I think there's a place for that? Yeah. It's called prison. And you have criminals that you put in prison when they do crimes. Felicia Rashad saying this stupid, crazy, stupid, violently stupid, dumb shit. Being pro-rapist. Not rape, but rapist. Because that's what he is. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I think, do I ostracize you from society? No. I just do what I've been doing with you, which is like, I'm not really paying too much attention to you in general, Felicia Rashad. I was never recommending people to go see a Felicia Rashad blank. I wasn't doing that in general. I just knew that she was well-spoken. She was educated. Or is educated, rather.
She is.
And that's the thing, when nobody's saying that she isn't. You actually run a school. So that's why it's extra shocking that you could do
Howard
this.
is her alma mater.
That's why it's extra shocking. Because you can clearly value education and having a safe place for people to become educated. It's weird that you're pro-rapist. Do I kick you out of society for it? No. I'm just going to tell people what you did.
Okay. Yeah, I can get with that.
Yeah, I'm not going to say you should lose your job. I definitely don't understand why you want to have the job you have if you have these views about a rapist. But...
And I can be upset. I think rather than, you're right, to your point, rather than canceling someone, it's not fair.
Yeah. When you do real crimes, we'll cancel you.
I can have my feelings, though. They'll probably just sit in these feelings for a while.
That's the shitty part. That's the problem, why you guys. That's why actually we have a thing. We have a reason to talk about this at all. Is because when people do fucked up shit like this in a public sphere, you gotta understand that you're leaving others to just sit in a malaise of shit that you made. You're telling other people to sit in that swamp. You are. So you can't just be like, whatever, I said it, bye, and then leave and expect like no one's gonna have a problem with it. Don't do that. Don't say the shit you say and then expect no one's gonna have a problem with it. That's just silly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think she was really like, I'm shocked people are reacting this way. She just did her like little, we stand with the people of the community of the blah, blah, blah. She did a little PR post afterwards, but she wasn't acting shocked that people disliked it.
Yeah, that had no depth to it at all. And also it was a lie, so.
What was the point?
Yeah. I think also, this is the last thing I'll say about this.
Yeah, and then we'll close.
Because I'm thinking about when Black folk, we talked about George Floyd's killer and his 22.5 years. Black folks being very easy to say justice is served when this justice system wasn't built for us at all. I have a real issue with that. Especially when you're talking about it in relation to the justice system. I think justice can be served, you know, just like in everyday life. But I'm just saying, like, in the justice system, and she's talking about, once again, I believe the truth of sexual assault victims. Oh, but yay, justice was served because the rapist got out. I'm like, no. You know justice doesn't serve Black folk correctly. This has nothing to do with Bill Cosby, but just in general, the justice system does not really do you I'm not articulating this right.
No.
But like,
no, but that's why some people come at it with Bill Cosby getting out was a good thing for black people. No,
this has nothing to do with Bill Cosby.
We don't want our criminals getting out.
I'm talking about the language, though.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about specifically.
Yeah.
Her being an educated woman, understanding as a black woman that oftentimes black folks are committed and convicted of crimes that they did not commit.
Yes.
So is justice served when someone ruled that they would go to jail?
No,
do you know what I mean? Like that doesn't make
regular.
Any sense to me.
That's just
how
supposed
she would
to happen.
Believe in a justice system and say that.
Yeah.
When this justice system has constantly failed, forget black or white, has failed people.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Yep.
You're gonna have to condense that because
I know.
I got to the point at the end, but like, yeah, language is important, man. Don't say that. That is so stupid to me. Do not say that. Justice was served. No.
Mm-hmm.
How?
Yeah.
How was justice served if he admitted? Now I'm going in circles.
But yeah. That's really what it comes down to, guys. Fuck's sake! Like we had people to the very last day of their fucking life in prison were denying that they did a crime.
Yo,
and then on death row, like, man, yeah, I did that. Y'all knew I did that shit. Come on now, put me in the chair. Like literally, people lie about it the whole way through, and because of how the rules are set up, he admitted to not even all of them. Not even all of them, y'all. That's the shit that's dark for me. Like, the world knows he did more than he's even admitting to. And we're like, yeah, just let him out. There's never been an old sexual assault. Right? An old man never done no assault on nobody. Never, right? An old man? No, never. An old man's never just gone outside and, like, molested some children or something like that. Never happened. Not once in the history of ever, anywhere, any country, ever. But justice was served because he got let out. Anyway, that was us being depressed by Bill Cosby's existence. You guys enjoy yourselves. We're gonna have Tony back from Vegas in the next episode. Yeah, we'll be back from Vegas.
What was it? Vegas, bitches?
Yeah, just Vegas, bitch.
Oh, Vegas, bitch.
Yeah. But like you mean that shit. Like you go in there. Go on.
Wait, do it again?
Yeah.
Vegas, bitch.
There you go. There you go. You don't know about that. And obviously you're gonna bring me back something from Vegas, like thousands of dollars.
That would be nice.
Yeah. No, but if you got thousands of dollars, give it to your mom. Have some sense. Don't give me that money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll just Venmo it back to your mom. She got Venmo? She have Zelle? Can I Zelle her?
Hooray!
But seriously, I hope you do win something. If you do gamble, if you don't gamble, what are you guys going out for besides just the environment?
Just to go. I've never been.
Okay.
And Vegas is a turn up. I love to party. I love to dance. I love to meet people, and I love pools. I'm a water sign, so I'm gonna just chill in the pool. It's gonna be like 115 degrees out there, which is not gonna be fun.
Are you gonna be wearing sunscreen since you came at me last time?
Yes, I do not play about my sunscreen, honey. That's why I have to buy a new sunscreen because this one makes me look so shiny. But sunscreen.
I think you look good.
Partying. Thanks. Maybe a show. Everything out there is so expensive. I don't know how to gamble, but I'm okay with a little Russian roulette. I'll choose a number. I'll let you know how it goes.
Please do. I'm going to be not visiting anywhere at all, but I will have an apartment by myself for a good minute.
Yeah.
Fucking good grip. So I'm just going to be enjoying the freedom of space in my mind that I experience when I'm not around anybody.
Solitude is healthy, y'all.
Yeah.
What is the weed of the day?
Girl Scout cookies. Girl Scout cookies.
Can you describe it for the people in the back?
Girl Scout cookies kind of became like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich of weed at a certain point. It was just everywhere in all environments, all over the place. And it was so like hybridized that I really couldn't tell you that it doesn't put you down, but I really couldn't tell you that it was like in any direction. It just sort of is like a mainstay. So peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's what I would call it. Like Girl Scout cookies in weed is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that note, you say it better than I do.
Okay.
Puff.
No.
What is it?
It's puff pass.
I said puff first.
You did say puff.
Yeah.
You did say puff. Puff pass. Education, peace, and love.
And love.
And we do the book, we do this, we do this. There you go.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Yo, pay us. But for real, if you are enjoying these episodes, please subscribe and consider donating via Anchor.
Hey guys, remember to subscribe, like this video, and hit the bell. And if you're really cool, review us on Apple Podcasts.